Who the fuck decided to eat Coke noodles out of my bicycle helmet last night? I'm woken abruptly by my flatmate screaming in the kitchen. I'm trying to be hungover in peace. How rude. Though I should correct her. I actually tried to cook the Coke noodles in her bicycle helmet, then eat them. I have very little memory of this, but I do have a trail of Coke noodles in my bed and a burn on my left thumb to link me to the crime. I rise up out of this nest I've created out of clothes and duvet and a tote bag and, well, now instant noodles, and I tiptoe to my door and I lock it. If I don't respond and lock myself in my room, she'll never know it was me. Logic. My head is banging. I grab my handbag. One softie left in it. Will it work in the hangover to end all hangovers? I really hope so. I'm not gonna lie, this is a regular Sunday occurrence. Not the instant noodle bit, that was a bit left of field, but the waking up and dealing with embarrassment and then scouring my room for a painkiller to end the headache that is drop kicking my brain from one side of my skull to the other. The night before starts ebbing its way back into my memory. Began with a few of us at the pub, shy talking, which is a regular Saturday night occurrence. But it somehow ended in a sweaty club, the kind that's like a breeding ground for males between 40 and 50 who genuinely believe a woman will fall in love with them if they grope their bum. The dancing and the flirting and the sweating and the laughing and the oh crap. Bumping into him. It's all coming back. I whip out my phone and I text my friend Jessica. Did I kiss him? Or worse, did I attempt to kiss him and get rejected? Seen. No reply. Fuck. I go to send him a text, then I realise there is literally no good outcome of doing that. I sit down at my desk in a similar manner to Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, and I ask myself, why am I like this? I stare blankly at the wall. My headache is subsiding slightly, a silver lining. I open my laptop and I log onto Facebook. I go to his page and I stare at his profile picture. It's a picture I took of him. He looks happy. Fuck, I really need to stop doing this. I also must stop getting wasted every Saturday night. I also should drink more water and nights out. My mum once told me that if you write things down, that it helps manifest them. I whip in a notebook that my aunt got me for Christmas. Has like a massive flower on the front of it, and I genuinely thought I would never use it. I open it on the first page and I write these three things down. 1, stop looking at his Facebook profile. 2, stop binge drinking on a Saturday. 3, drink more water and nights out. I title this puny list, Things I Must Do. I look at it for a moment. I add brackets, and in the brackets I put, but I can't. Because I'm only a 23-year-old human, and I can't. Yet. I look at it again. It's such a sad list, and negative. It's stupid, but I know I have many more things I should put on it. 4, add more things to the list. I ponder all the reckless things I do in my life. There's a lot. 5, get more than 5.5 hours sleep. 6, stop relying on Solpadeine to cure your hangover. 7, shave my legs. I sit back. These 7 things are doable. The Solpadeine one maybe less so because I am the codeine addicted reason they ask you 20 questions in the pharmacy. I can't stop thinking of the vague memories from the night before. Seeing him amongst the sweaty bodies and the pints and the smashed glasses and the cigarettes and the poppers, and every time his face appears in my mind, a sickening feeling begins in the pit of my stomach. It rises like a balloon with it, the happy connotations, And then it just settles in my chest and it grows tighter and tighter until I think my airways are going to close up forever. 8. Breathe when the tightness happens. I don't use the big A word for this feeling because that's too much. Too much reality for me to handle. This feeling is something that's been steadily growing the past year. Maybe it's the emotional roller coaster of disappointment in post-college life, or maybe it's the fact I hate my job. Wait, that's another thing. 9. Quit my job. I work in customer support for a home supplies company. I really never knew the extent of complaints and the range of complaints that people can have about mops and brushes. Nor did I realise the people who complain about them are literally the worst people in our society. I'm pretty sure they're the kind of people who also iron their underwear. Needless to say, this is not what I want to be doing with my life. Trouble is, I'm not really sure what that is. Should a 23-year-old woman? Maybe. Seems like a lot of them do. Sometimes I feel that life is this race, and since we've been let out of the education system, everyone's like pegging it to the finish line, and I've tripped over the first hurdle and now I'm limping behind everyone else. And I know this is such a privileged problem to have, and then I think about how fucking lucky I should consider myself. I just get more stressed, and the tighter my chest gets, and I don't feel lucky whatsoever. Because surely if I was lucky, I would have my dream job and I'd be happy and I'd spend my Saturday nights dancing and laughing and chatting, and it wouldn't stop, and my happy Instagram stories would reflect how ecstatic I am on the inside, and at the end of the night we'd return home drunk and jubilant and fall into bed, and Sunday morning I'd wake up tired and contented in his arms. Stop. This is your hangover speaking. Just because you want a spoon does not mean you crave monogamy. You'd be surprised how often I have to remind myself of that. There's a ping on my phone. It's my mum asking when I'm coming home next. 10. Go home more often. Then I think about the last time I was there and a massive fight we had about the direction my life was going. 11. Go home less. There's another ping on my phone. Probably my mum again. If I don't reply within 0.0 of a second, she texts again. And again. I consider bringing this up to her next time I see her. 12. Choose your battles. I look at the message. Shitballs. It's from him. Hey, last night got kind of weird. Can we talk about it? Honestly, pal, I'd rather talk about the consistency of cottage cheese after it's been left out in the sun for 8 hours. I put the phone down. 13. Block him. 14. Buy more bananas, you're running out. 15. Download every dating app ever. 16. Throw out the pictures. 17. Paint your nails. 18. Call your gran. 19. Tell your friends you love them. 20. Take a social media break. 21. Update your profile photo. 22. Stand up for yourself. 23. Stop giving people dialogue in your brain. 24. Finish watching Stranger Things. 25. Stop comparing yourself to Emily Ratajkowski. 26. Consider the effectiveness of this list. I realise there's now tears streaming down my face. I look at what I've just written. It feels like someone else is living my life. Since when have I been this person? Someone who needs a list to fix all the things that's wrong with her. I'm riddled with contradictions and feelings I can't wrap my head around. My brain and my heart consistently want different things, and I don't know which one of them to trust. I look out my window. It's a beautiful Sunday. The sun is dazzling on my street. I hear screams of children, and I see an old couple laughing. And a cat scratching its back against the wall. 27. Take a moment to appreciate the light in the morning. 28. Do more yoga. 29. Tell yourself you love yourself. 30. Stop beating yourself up. 31. Give Jessica back that top you borrowed. 32. Live, laugh, love. I crossed 32 off. It was a joke, I swear. 33. Breathe. Life is not a race. I wipe my tears away and I open a new Word document. Dear Sir, Madam, this is official letter of resignation. I know it's reckless to quit your job before you have another one, but life is too short and I am too irrational. As I continue the letter, I realise my Facebook is still open on his page. I consider it for a moment. There's a dull ache in my heart. I think about the night we first met, the night we first got together, catching his deep blue eyes across the room at a party while I was dancing. The ache hurts more. I miss that version of him. I miss that version of us. But just because I miss it doesn't mean I should have it. Block. It's actually easier than I thought it would be. I hear my roommate giving out about the bicycle helmet again. I should really go and own up to it, if she doesn't already know it's me, which she probably does. I look at the list. It's longer than I anticipated. I realise the tightness is lifted. I feel like physically lighter. However, the headache is still resting at the back of my brain. I stand up and go to leave, but then I stop. I go back and cross out the words in parentheses. Things I must do.